A judge in Cook County, Illinois has struck down the so-called mansion tax for Chicago. I'm Tony, and this is Real Estate Investing and Landlord News. Alright, so I have an interesting article for you today, and it's an update to an article I did before about a mansion tax in the city of Chicago. Now, I've told you about the mansion tax out in Los Angeles, California. It's basically a real estate transfer tax for properties that are being sold over a certain price, right? And what they do is they charge a higher transfer tax for these properties. In California or in Los Angeles, it's over $5 million. But the one that was proposed for Chicago, I believe, was over $1 million. So, you know, this was the mayor's, I guess, his idea of getting some sort of funding, right? Well, it just got struck down by a judge, okay? And fortunately, we're not going to be seeing that in place anytime soon. Now, from what I've heard about Chicago, the taxes there are already way too high. And you know what? They're already scaring away all of the different, very wealthy people. And you know what? The only thing they're going to do is continue to lose that money, because why would anybody want to sit up in Chicago and pay, hundreds of thousands, if not millions of dollars more in taxes just for the privilege of living there? That's ridiculous. Okay, you saw what happened with I can't remember his name, but there was one of the most famous billionaires, and he moved his entire company down to Florida from Chicago because, he didn't want to pay all the ridiculous taxes that came with living in Chicago. I can't remember. His name is on the tip of my tongue right now. It's, I don't know if it was Jamie Dimon or whatever. If you know the name of that guy, put it down in the comments section below. But I'm always talking about stuff like this because, you know what? It surprises me that people want to drive away business. They want to drive away the wealthy. They want to drive away with the people with the money who are actually willing to invest in a city and try to make it a better place, who are hiring employees there. And they want to drive them away with, too much taxes, too much regulation, too many rules and laws that make it difficult to do business. They create an anti-business atmosphere. And this isn't just about, businesses. It's also about how they treat landlords, because, we are businesses as well. And so a lot of us, we see the effects of when a government basically is doing everything they can to work against you. Like, they just don't care about you. Like, you should be thanking them to be doing business in their city. And the way I see things is a little bit differently. Okay, I see things as, one, we live in the digital age now, right, where a lot of business can be done from almost anywhere. So I don't have to be in Chicago, I don't have to be in New York City, I don't have to be in Los Angeles in order to have a successful business. Okay, and two, when it comes to my investments, I'm going to go where I'm treated the best. Okay, I'm putting hundreds of thousands, if not millions of dollars into my investments, and I don't want to be treated like a piece of garbage for doing it. Like, think about all the money that we spend as landlords on, just maintaining our properties. If you have a property manager, you're paying them. If you're doing repairs and maintenance, you're doing that. You're buying materials to put it into your property. Even if you're doing all the work yourself, you're spending tens of thousands of dollars in order to get stuff done. You're hiring contractors, subcontractors, etc., to do repairs. It is just, you're creating a large portion of the economy, okay? And that's also that we can make our share of the profit. Yet they think, oh, well, all the money that you put into our city, it doesn't matter. All the taxes you pay in terms of property taxes, it doesn't matter. We want more. We always want more. And now I'm sick of it, okay? And that's exactly what I'm seeing with these sort of, wealth taxes, etc. So before I get into the article, go ahead, hit the like, subscribe button, maybe leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think. So I'm just curious, what do you think of these sort of like wealth taxes, transfer taxes, etc.? Do you think these are going to actually benefit these cities? Do you think that this sort of thing is actually good for these cities, okay? I don't think that they are going to have the intended outcome from passing these taxes. Like they've already talked about in Los Angeles with their transfer tax, they haven't collected anywhere near the amount that they thought they were going to collect, because the number of transfers all of a sudden dropped significantly when this tax passed. I mean, people don't want to sell their properties. Instead, they're refinancing or renting them out because they don't want to have to pay that ridiculous tax. And they're fighting it in court right now because it might not even be constitutional. But anyway, let's talk about Chicago right now. This article is coming from Fortune.com, and it says, Chicago's new progressive mayor dealt a stinging blow as mansion tax on real estate sales over $1 million struck down. All right, let's get into the details of what exactly happened. Chicago Mayor Brandon Johnson's plan to increase taxes on real estate transactions of $1 million or more was struck down by a local court, a major blow to his progressive agenda. At a hearing on Friday, Cook County Judge Kathleen Burke ruled against a referendum question on the so-called mansion tax. The challenge was brought by the local chapter of the Building Owners and Managers Association, which argued the question placed on the March 19th primary election ballot was misleading and unconstitutional. Johnson surprised pundits when he beat incumbent Lori Lightfoot in the mayor's race last year, finally prevailing over rival Paul Vallis in the runoff. The progressive Democrat came to power promising to increase taxes on the rich, including a proposal to boost the real estate transfer tax for both residential and commercial buildings to help tackle homelessness. I'm sure the whole homelessness problem would be solved by raising taxes on the rich. So basically, steal from the rich and then give to the poor. Those who contribute nothing to society, let's give them all the money from the people who are contributing everything, okay? No. The only thing you're going to really do is chase those people away. You know, if I was a multi-millionaire or billionaire or whatever, right, I'd just move out of the city. That's the simplest solution, right? The tax is only within the city limits of Chicago. You can move to any one of the Chicago suburbs and not have to pay the tax. You could move across the state line to Indiana or Wisconsin and not have to pay the tax. You could just move to a different city, not have to pay the tax, okay? Whatever you have to do to get out of that situation where, you know, they want to treat you like a piece of garbage, you know what? I'm going to do it. I'm going to take my whole business with me. I'm going to take all my money with me, and you can deal with the homelessness problem on your own, okay? That's my personal opinion. It isn't my responsibility to solve all of the world's problems when I already am contributing so much, okay? I don't consider myself to be heartless or cold, right? But I don't trust the government to solve the homelessness issue. And instead, what I think is they'll use this transfer tax to pay for their little pet projects, okay? Illinois is known to be a very corrupt place. Who knows where that money's going to go? And this bleeding heart liberal who, you know, is the mayor up there is a complete moron. I've seen the way he's treated the whole migrant crisis going on there. He's got freaking illegal aliens sleeping in the airport. This is a moron. Okay, I don't trust him one bit. So yeah, I mean, my suggestion would be, you know, you should leave now because it's only going to get worse. You know, they went from one horrible, stupid progressive with Lori Lightfoot and they moved over to this guy and he's even worse. So get the heck out of there. Oh man. This referendum would be a backdoor property tax on all Chicagoans, and it is important that our elected officials not mislead voters otherwise, Farzin Parang, BOMA's executive director for Chicago, wrote in a statement. A spokesman for Johnson and the city's law department couldn't immediately comment. Johnson had proposed increasing one-time real estate transfer taxes on properties over $1 million, while reducing levies on transactions below that. The tax would also be graduated, with properties between $1 million and $1.5 million incurring a duty increase of $10 per every $500, and properties over that facing charges of $15 for every $500. So yeah, backdoor, property tax increase, complete joke. Glad that this judge shut this unconstitutional piece of garbage down. We might see more proposals like this coming. And, I'm keeping the video short right now because, like this video will be released. I'll be on vacation. Okay. I'm going on a cruise vacation. I pre-recorded a few different videos so that, there was still some sort of content coming out. But, expect for me to get back to making live videos again starting on the week of March 10th.